purée.
Sebastian Grosjean, we are talking about the Davis Cup. I mean, as a French former Davis Cup man, what do you expect by your coéquipier?
It's going to be amazing. You know, playing Davis Cup final against Switzerland, against Roger Federer and Stan Wawrinka. That's a big matchup, and
27,000 spectators apparently. In the
it's going to be amazing. It's going to be indoors, and you know, for us, it's kind of a World Cup, football World Cup, like France against Brazil, and you know, it's going to be huge for France and Switzerland. And
who's the favorite?
I don't think there's a real favorite. I think it's going to be really close because, you know, they play a few matches against, you know, on the tour, and it's always close actually. Maybe, you know, the Swiss have a little bit more experience because, you know, Roger won 17 Grand Slam and Stan won the Australian Open at the beginning of the year. But, you know, play home against, you know, with your own crowd, and you can feel, of course, the pressure, but it's a good pressure.
Heinz Gunther says that in principle the Swiss could win the four singles. But what do you expect? And if you were the captain of the French team, who should be playing for France? Tsonga and Monfils, who get sometimes the enthusiasm of the crowd, or Gasquet said that sometimes he's very good on play?
You know, yes, the Swiss guys, they can win the four singles, but also, you know, if you have Joe against Roger, I mean, Joe can win. You know, he beat Roger in the final of Toronto. He beat him at the French last year, so he can beat Roger. And
came back to set down in Wimbledon once.
Yes, and you know, Gael had match point at the US Open. So I think that's why it's tough to have a favorite on the final, because all those guys are really close, and it's more about, you know, how you handle the pressure against, you know, in front of 20,000, more than 20,000 people, and in the Davis Cup final. So it's more that.
So would you put Tsonga and Monfils more than Gasquet?
I don't know if, you know, the way they're practicing, the way they adapt on the clay court, and you know, sometimes you need to have the feedback of the players. You don't put on court someone who doesn't want to play. If you know one player is willing to go, no. But maybe sometimes, you know, you like better to play one player, not the other one. You know, on the tour it happens a lot. You prefer to play one player than the other one because of the style of play. But you want to play, you know, Joe is French #1, so you're going to put Joe on the first day, and then normally on clay against Roger, you know, Gael was really close to beat Roger at the US Open, but Richard beat twice Roger, and he was on clay. So you have the option. So you will see the one who play better maybe on practice, and so it's a feeling from the captain. So it's tough to say.
And do you see Beneteau playing doubles, or maybe Gasquet and Tsonga, depending if they are, let's say, what happened in the first day, of course?
Depend. I mean, I think in his mind it's more Richard and Joe. That they played the two ties this year together, and they were impressive. So maybe it's more that team. But you know, if Joe plays on Friday and maybe Richard, depends on the result, of course. But with Julien, who's a great doubles player as well, you have a plan B.
Just the last question: what is your best memory as a tennis player, and your maybe worst? I remember Clinton coming when you were losing the first set versus Agassi, and then you won that match. But I saw you also in some final in the Masters.
I think it's a great memory because you know, he was against Agassi in the quarters of the French. Of course, it's a great memory, but it's not my best memory because I didn't win the tournament.
Sure.
But Paris indoors, when I won Bercy, it is my biggest victory on the tour and amazing feeling to win in front of the French crowd. So that's my best memory, and the worst actually is Davis Cup, when we lost against Russia in the final. We won in Australia, and the year after we played final again, and then we lost 3-2 against Russia, and it was a painful loss.
That was the year of Mathieu.
Yes.
When he was up to says to.
Yeah, but it's Davis Cup is a team, so it's not one player, it's a team, and we won all the ties as a team, and we lost as a team that one, and it was painful because it was in France and the scenario of the match.
Thanks a lot, Seb, and congratulations. Maybe we'll send you from Italy some players to your tennis academy.
If I have one, maybe in the future.
Yeah, okay. Ciao.